Okay, I hope you can hear me. I haven't done this in a bit, so I forgot if I had to take it off somehow. So, first thing to mention, I know my face looks completely different. I am trying out the engagement makeup look for my photos. Second thing, I am engaged now. That happened. So that should have been the first thing. But I feel like my face looks very different than usual because of that. And I just want to make sure it looks nice and not like I'm wearing like cake face or something. Like I just want it to still look like me, but like, you know, not too much. I am running super late for school. Like class started and I was still at my mom's, and I was still at my mom's, like nothing. Anyway, I don't know about anyone else and where they're from, but if you're a Floridian, you know if the middle thingy has the turn on it, you go in the middle, and then when everything's done, you turn, like you're in the middle of the road, and then everyone else knows, like, okay, they're gonna go in as soon, even if it turns red, like they're still gonna go. That's what I just did. But everyone does it here, like it's not. And when people don't do it, it's like you don't know the rules of the road in Florida because it's like general knowledge. You see it everywhere. Anyway, that's not the point. That's not the point. The point is, I got engaged, right? So I got engaged that same weekend from my last video. Like, that Josue day that I had on my calendar, I had no idea that was gonna be the day I got proposed to. So I feel like sometimes I'm still like completely like, what the heck, like I'm getting married. It's weird. So that video is actually supposed to be edited and completely uploaded that same weekend because I was doing good. I was like, oh, let me edit this portion. Okay, let me get this portion. And I was doing it, but then I got proposed to, which is fine, obviously. But then I got into like full wedding mode and I'd been thinking of nothing. Oh, thanks, bud. That's nice. I've been thinking of nothing but the wedding stuff. So I've been doing like a ton of wedding things. It's been amazing. I feel exhilarated. Like a lot of people have been asking like, oh, do you feel stressed? And I do not. I feel so alive. Like there was a Karen living in me and she was waiting to come out because I'm going to vendors and I'm like, yes. And I'm like, no. And I'm like, you're too much. One place, the audacity. One place wanted to charge us a minimum just for them to come travel and decorate my church gym because we were playing with the idea of using the gym at our church, or my church, to have the reception at because it'd be a lot cheaper, right? So I reached out to 2 different companies. One of them was like $15,000 minimum just to put drapery on the walls, like nothing else. And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't think this is gonna work because that's literally our budget right there. So then I reached out to this other company, and for them to travel, like I figured it would be more, but $100,000 minimum just to bring me decorations, like that's not including the ceremony, that's not including the reception, that's not including my, like, $100,000 just for decorations. I was shocked. So obviously I said that this isn't gonna work, but yeah, that's what happened. So, yeah. Third thing, I got into a graduate school, but that's like a completely different video that I'm making. But it's just still, it's still something to mention. So there's so much going on that I'm just so, like, I'm grateful to God for all these things, but there's just so much going on. It's like, wow. Like, I'm graduating, I'm getting married, like, so the wedding is December 10th of this year, because he proposed in January. So it's like 11 months, which I don't think is bad at all. I feel like when people hear like, oh, this year, like, they think that's short. But I feel like 11 months is a substantial amount of time. We have the ceremony of our dreams. Like, we got that booked. We're about to book our reception today. Like, everything is just so perfect and amazing, except, you know, things going on in this world. Those things are very sad. But everything else, like, I'm very excited for. And above all, I'm grateful to God for even the opportunity to have all these things. So yeah, that's how I've been it's been over a month since I last made a video. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, it's midterm week this week and next week, and I need a parking, and I can't find a parking because I got here late. It's my fault. I should have gotten here a lot earlier, but I didn't, and now I'm going to suffer the consequences of not being here early enough. I don't even know if I should go to class at this point. I feel like I should, but that's like a long walk, and it's gonna be 10 in a few minutes. I should, because that's like 45 minutes of lecture I could be there for if I make it. So this is the one I got. I wasn't gonna get this one, I was gonna get another one, but I got this one, and I'm very pleased. Okay, this calls for sunglasses, but I wanted to talk about how the day is going so far. I have some senior CSD things to talk about. So just now, like almost an hour ago, I finished my midterm for adult communications disorders, and right before it, okay, you saw I was studying, and I'm getting a ton of vibrations and beeps off my phone, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what's going on? Like, I should have put do not disturb on, but I forgot to. So then I did do that, but I was like, what's going on? So I went into the group chat, because when we first started, we had COVID, and we made a group chat to all keep in touch and discuss with each other. So we've made a group chat for like every class since the beginning of junior year, and most of the girls in the class are in the group chats, but some of them aren't. So anyway, that's not the point. Anyway, so the group chat's going off for that class, and my professor had mentioned, make sure you study. It's not open textbook, it's not open note. Like, she made that very clear. But then she also said, which I feel like was her mistake, she also said, we'll be using honor lock, but you're not gonna show your face, so the camera will not be on. And I feel like instantly a lot of people get the idea like, okay, let me not study, but like, you're going to school to learn these things, to become a better clinician. So anyway, that's not the point either. The point is, so someone took the exam right when it opened, right? But me and my procrastination, I took it at 4. Someone took it at 3, and then like 3 something, that's when everything started going off. And someone was like, I just tried to take the exam, but it keeps asking for my camera. Like, she did us dirty. Like, then someone else was like, oh my gosh, I see it too. And then someone's like, oh my gosh, how could she do this to us? And then I'm like, literally, she told us to study. That's not the point though. So then someone texted in the group chat, I got a 58. And obviously I'm not saying names, and I only read things, so I don't even know these people really. Like, who was it that said what? And I was like, oh my gosh, she got 58 on the midterm. Like, that was my instant. I was like, what? Like, that's sad. And then other girls were like, oh my gosh, you brave soul, you took it first. And then someone said, I'm gonna email her about this, and she emailed her about it, which I was like, how are you gonna email her about the camera without seeming sus? You know, like you're gonna cheat. So then she sent a screenshot of what she said in the email, and she basically said that she didn't have a webcam, which, you know, is pretty smart. But then it was saying it wouldn't let her because it didn't recognize one, but then she was under the impression that there wasn't going to be one anyway. And I know that guy. He was just running. Anyway, that's not the point. The professor gets back to her and says, I will look into this, something like that, of that nature. And then the other girls that took it already without, like, with the camera on, were like, how is that even fair? Like, people who get to cheat are gonna get a better grade instead of those that aren't cheating. And they're like, which is completely understandable. Like, how is that ethical? But she fixed it so that way there was no camera. And the girls, like, they were like, oh, okay, it's good now, we're fine, it's okay. But I was like, wow, that's crazy. But that's not the point. Anyway, then one girl, she was like, wait, the camera was on the whole time? Because apparently she was cheating with the camera on. I was like, oh my gosh, like, the professor could definitely see your intentions now. So yeah, I felt like I was just like going back and forth in my head, like reading all these things. It's like, whoa, oh, like oh my gosh, I'm gonna miss being in this situation. Like, it's very bittersweet. I'm graduating, but I'm definitely gonna miss these moments. It's just like these funny things. But hopefully I can get in touch with people in my new program once I begin it.
I do have to put in the place that I'm getting the pizza from, so I will see you later. Or you'll see me later.
Okay. So I just got the pizza. My mom surprised me and made it half Hawaiian, half pepperoni. It's very debatable, but I truly believe Hawaiian pizza is one of the best pizzas. Like, whoever thought of putting pineapple on pizza, God bless them, because it's amazing. my love. Hello, dear. Hello, dear. Oh my gosh. Cutie patootie. So after months of moving and indecisiveness, I'm going to show you my room. It is not done yet, so that's why I feel comfortable showing it. But yes, here she is, all her glory. Not much at all. But you know, the bathroom area looks nice. I need to put that vase away. But yeah, not much. But you know, I have a roof over my head. I have a house to come home to. I have a bed to lay on. I have a mattress to sleep on. That's, at the end of the day, like, God has provided, and that's what matters. So I am very happy and content. But right now, what you're going to see is a monster taking some food. So I'm going to show you. I got this thing from Target, and I was going to put his food in it, like, at first I was gonna put his food in it, but then my dad was like, oh, I figured out a way to hold it. Oh no, I cannot have you fall. My dad was like, oh, I figured out a way to hold his food downstairs, so I kept it for his treats. But he's only gonna get it if he stood in his bed like I asked him to. Go to bed. 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 Go to bed. Bed. Stay. No, go to bed. Stay. Stay. Go get it. I'm going to get ready for bed now. I'm also gonna get my stuff ready tomorrow. I need to figure out my outfit for tomorrow as well. So you will see me tomorrow going to work, at work. Yeah. I'm the media specialist today for the school. I'm a librarian. So I'll read this packet. Was a librarian. It was amazing. Like, if I could get paid to organize every day, I would totally do it. Hands down, hands down. So that was fun. I also met another SLP there. Every school I go to, I've been able to meet an SLP, and it's so cool seeing all the different perspectives. Like, I'm very grateful to God for this job because it's really given me a lot of networking. She gave me She gave me a really good tip. She said, when I'm in graduate school, try to get to know the specialties, because she did not do that, and now I feel like she's also in a very different perspective than I am, and has different desires than I do. She's not married, she doesn't have any kids, so I feel like her priorities aren't the same as my priorities, which I also felt like it was good to understand, like, what's good for me, because I feel like this job, she's not as content with it as maybe someone with kids and has a second income coming into the house might be. Like, I feel like there's a lot to take into consideration here. I would love to witness and experience the NICU. I feel like I could really enjoy it since I used to work with infants, but I'm also not sure if I would, because it's hospital and it's hours and stuff like that. Like I don't know, it's different. So I would love to experience that to see if I would love that more. But right now, like the schools, I feel like it's definitely promising. Goals as for what I would like to do right now, I'm waiting on 2 more graduate schools. Wherever I get accepted, I feel like it's gonna make me really think about what kind of job do I want to get, or do I want to get a cool job for the summer, or do I want to go straight into being an assistant for the summer? I don't know. Like if I do try to do schools, I have no idea. Is it bright outside? It is. Okay. But yeah, I really I liked being able to experience that today and being able to talk to her. As for right now though, I am going to go get gas for my car, and then I'm going to go home. I have to clean my sheets. I have to just do like some general cleaning, and then I have to do some homework as well, so I will be doing that too, because tomorrow is another wedding dress day, and that's a whole thing in itself. So yeah, so I'm gonna go. It is Saturday, the 5th, March 5th already. I can't believe it's March. I am on my way to another wedding dress store. I'm not really excited, I feel like, as I should be. I don't know what it is. I feel like this disgust with myself. Like not even with the wedding, like it was before the wedding dresses, but I just feel like it got worse with the wedding dresses. Like I just don't see myself as beautiful or in like the best light, and like I've obviously never thought highly of myself, but at the same time I never just looked at myself and like thought bad things like this. Like years ago I did, but then that changed, and now I'm feeling that same feeling again, and I hate it. I don't know. I know what to do, and I already prayed about it, and I gave it to God, and I'm just gonna keep going from there. But I'm still not excited to go try on the dresses. And I don't even know when this like really began, this feeling, but I regret not bringing my sunglasses. But I'm gonna try my best to not look through my lenses, but to look through his lenses, and to just let go of my thoughts and what I think is true. dress shopping. I am going to go do a lot of homework with my friend, and I think I left her on red. We're gonna go after the wedding dress shopping. We're gonna go sit somewhere, we're gonna go do some work, and I gotta get stuff done.